Alright, this is Alex Lopez. This is my, I guess, documentation of what I experienced earlier. This is all verbal. Nothing happens in this video, so if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. I smoke spice. I don't even remember the brand name. I have other videos showing where I smoke it, but the very last time I used it, which is why this is empty, because I fucking poured it all out. I'm not so, like, I'll explain it. I went to go use it in the shower, and I did the same thing. I filled up the steamroller full of ice, and I ripped it as hard as I could, and held it in as long as possible, as much as I took. I don't know, but it was the most intense trip I've had yet. And what happened was, after the initial video that I took last time when I used the ice, the very first time, where I went silent for about 2 minutes straight. After that video was taken, my heart rate had jumped up to shit. My blood pressure was 152/75. My heart was pumping, how many times per minute? 164 times per minute. Now, for everybody who doesn't know, that's heart attack danger, and I already have high blood pressure. I don't know if this kind of reaction happens to everybody who uses spice. It got worse as each use I used, it got worse. And both my parents had heart attacks recently, so thankfully I had nitrous pills present, so I took one of those. And I really, that was for the initial video before. But when I went to use the shower, like I said, I smoked again in there, and I had an extra nitrous on me. And so I took it, and I'm sitting there. I have the toilet seat down and the toilet cover down. I'm just sitting there, and I used it, and everything started getting intense, of course, except for this time. I immediately reached for the nitrous pills, maybe 30 seconds after inhaling and exhaling of the substance of spice, and I did that, of course, for the same reason. My heart, it was burning, and I could feel it pumping. I could hear it pumping. I heard it, and I felt it, and it was just going insane, haywire. And so I desperately reached for the nitrous pills, and they were across the counter. I couldn't even stand up and grab them at first. So here I am reaching, trying my hardest to grab them, and then I end up getting them. And I take one. And I had this weird thought process as I'm taking it, just like I couldn't even get it in my hands, and I knew I had to put it under my tongue. And when I finally did manage to do so, I threw it under my tongue. Why did I throw it? I placed it under there, and I was just sitting there. My mind was running. It was going crazy. I was thinking about all these things that I shouldn't have been thinking about, and I couldn't even keep the nitrous pill under my tongue. My mouth was going crazy. My tongue was moving insane. It was twirling around, twisting. It wasn't wanting to stay still. And so, my bright ass fucking ends up going to the shower. Keep in mind it's already running. I figured it would help me during the come down. Well, here's the crazy part. I get into the shower. I start showering and whatnot. And I have all these visions start coming in. And I had no idea how long this trip actually lasts. Because like I said, there was no recording of it. I was by myself in the shower. And these crazy things start running through my head, and I no longer saw them through my eyes. What I saw was this crazy vision of me. I could see myself and everything, but it wasn't through my eyes. It was like I was looking into a mirror, but I wasn't in a mirror. I was like, I could see my entire body from another point of view. And I don't know. I can't remember. I can't explain it. I don't know if I heard music. Somebody singing about my pathetic life. It was really, this is the way it was going. I had my life flashed before my eyes, and then things that have happened, not necessarily like great memories, but thoughts, or not thoughts, way people were talking, that I would know how they talked behind my back or anything, how people felt about me. And all I could hear and see were people talking about that kid. Every time they kept talking about it. And then I finally realized they're talking about that kid. It's sad. He died. He died in the back in his shower on the floor. Had a heart attack, chasing highs, smoking shit that he, could get his hands on. And this coming from an ex-user of methamphetamine and an avid marijuana smoker. Obviously, not anymore. I'm clean here actually, but my life, like I said, it flashed before my eyes, and all I could see is that I failed, and then that people didn't care. Nobody was sympathetic for my death. Nobody was sad about it. It's just I was that kid that everybody knew that nobody was really friends with, and who passed away trying to get high, smoking whatever he could get his hands on. And this is all I see, and I felt like this was what was it. I was positive I was gonna die. And then again, with the flashing before my eyes, I had visions of me wanting to do things, me wanting to go on adventures, me wanting to I don't know, I saw mountains. I saw myself on mountains. I don't know what that explains, but I guess that's in the thought process of me doing something with my life rather than fucking sitting in here doing absolutely nothing. You see my beautiful daughter in the background. She wasn't here earlier when I used it. I'm not a fucking moron. But it's sad. I saw everything, and then I became content. I was like, I'm going to die, and this is what I accomplished. Nothing. This is what people are going to remember. Nothing. I was just going to be that kid, a statistic on the obituary page of tomorrow's newspaper. A kid who died just trying to get high. And that's all I saw myself as. And like I said, I became content, and I knew I was going to die. I don't know. I was positive it was going to happen. I was going to die right there. And obviously I didn't, but when I got out of the shower, like I said, I wasn't seeing myself. I wasn't seeing through my eyes. I was seeing myself as if I was watching a music video. I don't know how to explain it. That's probably the best way I could put it, but I just, then I ended up looking in the mirror, and that's what the whole vision with the mirror came in. I finally gained some sort of vision back, and I see myself, and of course, I'm standing there naked, and I'm just, these visions, these feelings, I still felt like I was going to die. I was supposed to die. I should have just fallen right there on the floor. My heart was about to pop open. I couldn't do anything. And I was sad, but I was content at the same time. I was just like, I fucked over my life, and this is what I deserve. This is what happens. People do stupid things, and I just made the mistake of doing this stupid thing, and it was going to kill me. Obviously, I didn't die. I'm here today. Well, this was today. This was earlier today, but it's sad. It's sad these kind of things happen. It's sad that us as kids or teenagers or young adults or even older adults chase these highs. In all honesty, smoke some fucking marijuana. Jesus Christ. I would, I don't put marijuana down at all. I'm clean for the pure fact that I'm not around it. That I moved from my hometown here to Atascadero from Visalia, California. I lost all contacts with people. My neighbors here smoke weed, but I don't bother. Why? Because I have that mentality. I'm trying to gain control of my life. Marijuana is not a bad thing, but like I said, I was on methamphetamine and everything beforehand, and it was just like I got here to get clean off of everything. And I've never had an experience like this on anything. I've done coke. I've smoked not heroin. I've smoked meth. I've fucking slammed meth. Obviously oil, wax, weed, galore. I've had my own harvests. Medical marijuana grower, just like half of fucking California is, with their bullshit licenses. But I never had a high like that. And this fucking spice, I have another video of me showing you guys this thing full, and I'll be sure to upload that when I'm ready to deal with how embarrassing it is, because the way I'm talking. But my point of this video is, do not smoke spice. It's not worth it. It's amazing, but God knows what it could do to you. What the hell are you smoking anyways? Like, it's covered in some sort of resin. It does look like a little like marijuana, but obviously it doesn't smell like it. Like, it was just the smell of whatever flavor they tried throwing on it. It was green, had a little bit of stems in it, but I'm pretty sure that had chemicals pumped in it galore. Like, holy shit! I've never hallucinated like I did. I've never felt the way I did. I never thought the way I did when I did this. The only time I ever hallucinated was being up 5 days straight from tweaking, and that was sleep deprivation. And it was me trying to finally go to sleep, and I saw two little lights, a little green light in my light from the crack of my door just fucking started going crazy. That's the only every time I hallucinated. And that was like 5 days of sleep deprivation. This shit takes seconds after inhalation to kick in. Seconds, guys. Like, it's you know, everybody thinks it's fucking fun and whatnot. It's not. It's dangerous. I know I wouldn't want to bring this upon anybody else. Like I said, I thought I was going to die. I knew I was going to die. And somebody reached down. I don't want to say God. I don't technically believe in God myself, but I swear to God, I'm supposed to be dead. I shouldn't be here now. Like, that shit was beyond intense, beyond my knowing and understanding. You know, it's not good. You know, that's all I can say. But you know, I cried. You know, it took me. My biggest problem of that whole trip was getting out of the bathroom. I needed to get out of the bathroom. That bathroom is what was going to kill me. Like, I don't know. It was, like I said, I knew it was going to be my tomb, and I just had to get out of there, and I finally did, after God knows how long. And the initial trip kept going on for maybe a couple minutes after that, but I finally gained control of everything. And besides the heart rate, that was still. But the thought of dying, as soon as I got out of that bathroom, was cut in half immediately. But like I said, not only that, I was gonna throw this bullshit away after the last video I made. Like I said, after the first 2 minutes, I went completely silent, and the last 2 minutes is just me sitting there staring off into fucking space. God knows what I was doing then. Wow, I kind of do, but I wasn't there. Like I said, you don't see through your eyes anymore. You see, and like a third person, you know, a third person view. You're watching yourself. You're not necessarily watching through your own eyes. And but I didn't throw it away, and so I fucking used it in the bathroom again. That moment, while I thought I was gonna die, I was like, I'm throwing away the very substance that's gonna kill me. Except for I'm not the one who threw it away. My body grabbed it and dumped it in the toilet. But I don't remember having any control as to being the one throwing it into the toilet. Like, it just happened. And I thank the God, because God knows I fucking touch it again. You know, weak. You know, my mentality sucks. I'm pathetic. That's the words that come to mind. I can't explain why else somebody would put themselves through that again. Like I said, I made this video kind of just to tell everybody how I felt about the spice. It's dangerous. Like I said, smoke marijuana, you're fucking better off. All honesty. No problems with marijuana. Good. Spice, no. Any type of spice, 100% pure evil. K2, Krypton, fucking salvia. Salvia is actually, this is nothing like salvia. Salvia came as a little purple black leaf, and you know, it just made you feel weird. This is fucking gnarly. Spice, any sort of fake marijuana looking substance that you could buy at the store, no, all bad. Like I said, I don't really believe in God, but I've taken this as a chance to relook at myself and my life and where I've gone and what I've done. And like I said, I thought of myself as that boy. I saw people talking about me, you know, as if they had heard about my death already. Like I said, I saw the future, not the future, but I saw what people would be thinking about how I died. You know, this kid on the bathroom floor died just chasing his high. And I saw people talking about me. It was always that kid. Never by my name, never by, oh, you know, my friend Alex or anything. It's just that kid. That kid who died on his shower fucking floor, chasing a goddamn high. And that should have been me today. That should have. And I would have lost this beautiful little girl right there. My little darling Arabella. He's buried behind the blankets right now. But, you know, why would you risk so much to chase something so retarded? Being high is fun, yeah, sure, fucking great, but you know, how far are you willing to take it? Me, obviously, I took it way too far. My self-control, pathetic. That's my best explanation for it. Don't ever try it. Don't ever use it. YouTube users, if you manage to watch this video all the way through, I'm really trying to make a point. You know, I used it maybe a total of 6 times. I've recorded almost every single use. Once I get the balls to do it, because they're kind of embarrassing, I'll put them all up on here. And that way you guys could watch what it did to me. Like I said, I had never touched before. You'll see that in another video. I explain how this is the first time I've ever touched it. I was a consistent marijuana smoker up until a couple months ago for 5 years. This was just me chasing a high, and I found it, and I regret it. I regret it with every bit of living essence that I have left in me. Whatever did not die today regrets everything I've ever done in my entire life. Where I am at, I'm in my fucking parents' house in a goddamn room without a job right now. It made me realize everything. And I saw this, I knew this kind of stuff before, but now, like I said, when you think you're gonna die, when you know you're gonna die, everything changes. You think different, you act different. You want to be able to better yourself, but you realize you fucked up and you can't, and that you're dead. That this is it right here. And that's the process I went through. And I'm not dead. I am here alive right now. And I swear to God, if there is a fucking God, I was given another chance to better myself. Not to become religious, because that's not the route I'm going to take. But to realize where I'm at. I'm 22 years old and I have fucking done nothing with my life. Nothing. It's sad and it's pathetic. And that's not going to be like this no more. But like I said, I'm sober now. Like, I don't use fucking caffeine is my thing. It's a big ass cup of soda. It's all watered down. That's all I do. And you know what? I'm not even going to drink that shit no more. I'm worried about my health. I'm worried about everything. I do not want to die. I'm not scared of death. What I'm scared of is dying doing nothing without being able to explore and do everything that there is to do in this world. I'm scared of dying before I have the chances to do that. Alright, death happens every day, young and old. I've lost friends younger than me, and I've lost friends older than me. Everybody gets taken at a different time. I should have been taken today. I wasn't, and I'm going to take that, and I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to do something. Because I will not be the statistic on a fucking obituary tomorrow's newspaper in the obituary. It's just another kid died, another kid dead, and then the next day comes, the obituary is clean, and it's over with. No more Alex, no more Eisenberg. My history, my life, my stories, everything just be gone, and nobody would give two fucks. And that's not gonna be like that no more. I appreciate all who watched this. I hope you all have a good day. And remember, stay strong, home.